I'm Sarah Cox. Welcome to my low-carb vegetarian kitchen, where we make food fast without it being fast food. Now today I'm going to make for you a low-carb bran loaf. This is going to be packed with protein, packed with fibre. There's nothing in this that you wouldn't want. I'm going to start off with about 3.5 cups of unprocessed wheat bran. And I'm going to want this pretty sweet, so I'm going to put about 40 tablets in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and this one's going to be mocha flavoured, so I'm going to put about 6 teaspoons of this cheap yucky coffee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I use just cheap coffee for cooking because, you know, expensive coffee, it's a waste if you're putting it in there. Okay, some coffee, and that ought to do it. I'm going to add to that about 3 cups of boiling water. We'll get that boiling. It should be almost done. There we go. Okay, I'm going to, because I don't want to put boiling hot water into my plastic measuring cup, I'm just going to weigh it out. So it should be about 700 grams of water is about 3 cups. I'm just going to pour it on nice and slowly. It seems like a lot, but the bran soaks it up really well. Almost 3 cups there. And I'll just mix that through. Just make sure all the bran is wet, and we'll also be dissolving the coffee and dissolving the Splenda tablets. Just make sure that's really, really mixed quite well. So it looks something like that. That's pretty much the right amount of water. Let's turn that off and put that to one side. Now, the dry ingredients. I have chocolate protein powder, about 3/4 of a cup of chocolate protein powder, and that's low carb. There's basically no carbs in that. I've got some pea protein isolate, about 1/2 cup of pea protein isolate. You can also use a soy protein isolate. It makes a difference, just that fine, really fine powdery texture is what I'm after. And, okay, a little bit of wheat protein. So I've got about 1/3 of a cup of wheat protein isolate in there, and about 30 grams of powdered egg white. It's less than 1/3 of a cup. It's probably under 1/4 of a cup, but it's not very much. I'll work out the exact grams in my recipe. And to that I'm going to add some stevia powder. And again, I do not want too much of this because it's very sweet. So I'm only going to put about 1/2 teaspoon in there. A little bit more. I'll put a bit extra because the coffee, it'll take the bitterness out of the coffee, and it'll also take the yucky taste out of the bicarb of soda. I'm going to put a teaspoon of that in. Really nice big teaspoon, not a lump. It's 1/2 teaspoon and another 1/2 teaspoon. Teaspoon of bicarb soda, and I'm going to mix that together with a whisk. Just to make sure it's all mixed together. actually going to do is I'm going to walk off for a minute because this is a bit hot. I'm just going to wander off and do something else. So I'm going to come back when that's cooled down a bit, because if I put this dry ingredients straight on top of the wet ingredients, the baking powder is going to start bubbling. So I'm just going to walk off for about 5 minutes and I'll see you when I get back. Okay, we're back. Now this has cooled off just a little bit, which is just what I want. Now to this, I'm just going to add a tiny drop of vanilla essence. And I'm going to put 2 eggs into the wet mixture as well. There's one. And here's the other. And we'll just mix the eggs through the wet mixture. Now this is the hard part because I don't have a bowl that's big enough. So I'm going to try and get these dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. So you're going to have to wish me a bit of luck here. This is where I spill a significant proportion of my mixture. It goes over the side. So I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. Of course, if you've got a bigger bowl, you can just dump it all in and you'll be fine. I'm just going to stop that, and I'm going to come back after I've got all this mixed together. It should mix together quite easily, just that my bowl's too small. Okay, I'll be back with you in just one moment. Okay, I'm back. This didn't take as long as I thought it would. It worked out quite well. I'm almost there. This is what it would look like when it's finished, or when the mixture's here. So it's reasonably firm. It's definitely not sloppy, but it's not sticky either. It moves quite well. That's great. And now all I have to do is put that into my grease tin, which I've lined with baking paper as usual. See, it's actually still quite hot. Ideally, I should have left the bran to cool down for a little bit longer, but it should be okay. Then I just smooth the top down, make it nice and even. We have it. I'm just going to put that into my oven, probably about 20 minutes. I'll let you know how long it takes when I get to the end, and I'll be back with you to show you the finished result and with some nutritional information on this. There we go. Okay, and I'll see you soon. Okay, I'm back. Now, this actually took half an hour in the oven to cook. So in case you're wondering, a good half an hour, and that's what it looks like. It looks beautiful. What I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to cut it up into 6 slices, and that's going to be my breakfast for the next 6 days. Now the nutritional content of this, each slice is only about 160 calories. There's about 35 grams of protein in each slice, which I think is fantastic. Only like 3 or 4 grams of fat per slice, so it's really low fat, high protein, and carbs, only about 8 grams of carbs per slice. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm looking forward to eating it for my breakfast. Hey, thank you if you've been watching Sarah's Low Carb Vegetarian Kitchen, and I'll see you next time.